Hey, what's going on, guys? Back with another video. I have just finished up trading. Today is November 3rd, Thursday, and I'm going to be going over a recap of my trades. So as you can see for the day, I took a pretty big loss, 306 loss for the day on Tesla. Here are my executions and fills. As you can see, there's a lot of them, and it's all within a span of like 20 minutes. So yeah, let's get into it. So starting off, as you can see, here was my plan for Tesla. I was looking to play Tesla off of my zones and levels of here 210, 216.5, and 221. So starting off, Tesla gapped down into this 2-hour demand, and once market opened, we made a nice strong rally off this demand into my current reject level, 216.5. And during this time, I was looking to play puts on Tesla because that was my plan initially. And we started to see some rejection on NQ at the same time. So here are my fills for puts on Tesla. I entered in puts at 935, exited 938, entered at 940, exited 944, entered at 945, exited 949, entered at 951, and then exited at 10. So as you can see, I was pretty much just not giving any of my trades time to breathe. I was constantly just stopping out like right after I got in, and this was due to multiple factors. One, it's Tesla, it's Thursday, it's super volatile. Plus the fact that even though I sized only 2 contracts, I was still putting around 8 to 1,000 per position sizing, and I just couldn't handle the pullbacks. I'm not used to trading that size as of yet, so that kind of threw me off my plan a little bit. I lost more than I was expecting to, and yeah, overall that just messed up with my overall game plan. And looking back, I probably should have sized maybe 1 contract so I could give it more room to breathe. Plus the fact that overall market conditions, we're in a tricky spot right now, and you know looking back, that was probably the smartest thing to do. So I entered puts based on the fact that we was getting this nice breakdown on NQ. We rejected high of day, broke low of day, was breaking lower into this demand zone. But this whole time we was breaking lower, none of the indices was following. As you can see, I'm gonna go through AMD, Nvidia, Netflix. These are all huge stocks from QQQ, and none of these stocks were making the push lower as I wanted to see. And this should have been a number one red flag for me even thinking about playing puts. I should have taken that into account. And also Tesla was holding up this intraday demand area that it formed pretty well. This 214, 215 area, as you can see, we tested it multiple times, couldn't get a break below it, and just continue to push up higher. Yeah, knowing all these into account, I probably should have waited for confirmation if we did get a reject. As you can see, every single time we reject the highs and we broke, we tested this intraday demand. We just bounced up. We never broke. Maybe if we broke, I could have looked to play puts targeting this demand area. But nope. I tried to get the perfect entry by timing when the markets was gonna reject, and of course that's you're never gonna guess when. You're never gonna time the market. That's number one. And number two, I should have, knowing that if I was gonna let my positions run, give it more room, I probably should have sized down. Give it 1 contract, because I'm not gonna lie, I did let some of my runners, my positions run a little bit, causing me to maybe lose a little bit more than I wanted to off my stop. But of course, I also had to find a silver lining to the point where I follow my plan and follow what the markets did, because the whole time markets was dumping, and Tesla, even though it was holding up, I was like waiting for a confirmation of either a break of highs to know that sellers are in control, or just waiting for a confirmation that all right, sellers are not in control, buyers are not in control. I'm sorry, and that we are gonna make a push down, lower, further into the day. But as you can see, this is not the case. We secured this demand, and we are rallying higher off of these levels, and we are probably gonna hit my price targets of 221 and probably this 15-minute supply later on if we don't reject at this level. And another trade that I took that I could have came up on, but I didn't, was a Tesla call that I took. I entered in at 10:02. The moment I noticed that markets were reversing and that Tesla was holding up this demand, 10:02 with it being right here. So the moment I noticed that Tesla was holding up this demand area, I tried to play the break of this area, and I did enter calls. But looking back at this time, I was already down. I was already down, 300 something. My psychology was not the best, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really have, any confidence heading into this trade. Yeah, sure, we did break higher, and we did retest and make the push that I want, but I was honestly looking for a really strong aggressive move to the upside, considering how we've been holding up this demand this entire time, and that markets were pushing higher off this demand. I I was not interested in holding through this trade, potentially risking even more of of my uh my funds for the day. Looking back at it, this play would have for sure hit. We are pushing up higher right now. Every single time we made a push up, we tested, made a push higher. But of course, you're not gonna always be there to catch them all. You just gotta understand how to protect yourself, and that's what I did. And I'm not gonna be upset about that. Setups for the day. Looking back, I probably could have traded today a lot better. I probably shouldn't have gone in and out of these trades. Even though my thesis was incorrect on this reject level, I probably could have just sized down, giving it a lot more room to run, and it probably would have been a lot less stress, I should say, and I probably wouldn't have lost as much money as I did just constantly trying to time it and getting the perfect entries and stopping out right after. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I'm hoping I can bounce back, trade better tomorrow. And even though I took a pretty big loss today, hopefully I don't take a loss tomorrow. I'm confident still. Today is just another day. I'm gonna forget about it and come back clean, and yeah, come back even stronger. But that's gonna be it for today's video, and I'm out. Peace.